Right back at it. Okay, so I've already talked about the individual tabs and how to do all those entries, and now I'm going to talk about what you get out of it. Okay, so in this situation, in my sample client, we're going to be looking at the summary page. My sample client here is called Janice Ladeau, Hair to the Throne. She's a hair person. Okay, anyways. But so here you got your sales, and you can enter some information here if you want to, like hair products. This is not really terribly necessary, but sometimes it's useful to do this, especially when you have things like a telephone bill. Maybe you didn't catch it all, but you know you're spending $70 a month. Well, then you can write down like $101 per month, and then you're using 75%. And so that's how you can get that information together. And you can do the same thing down here for, I just left this one optional to you. You can change these ones that are highlighted here, but use these highlights. I kind of forgot to mention in the other videos, but highlights of this color are numbers. This color is accounts. This is a free-for-all. This is for your statement that it's coming from, and this color is for dates. So that's what the color coding means. Okay, here for entertainment, I left this one blank too. Normally I put all my meals in my personal account, and then I just select some amount of the business meals and just enter that information there. Okay, so this person had $100 spent in ads, and if we go over to this register, if we want to double check the information, look for ads, there you go, $100. Maybe we want to check bank fees. So put ads and bank fees. $2 in bank fees. Let's see what they got over here. $2 in bank fees right there. So all that's going to automatically pull over there. There's nothing you need to do there. It's all just going to pull right over. You got your health insurance, general liability, general insurance, whichever you want to call it, office supplies, interest, labor, licensing or licenses, taxes. This is combined for state and local, not your IRS taxes. Professional expenses, depreciation, parties for small businesses might be a little bit common, but this is like customer parties or parties for all your employees. Telephone expense, car and home, parking, bank fees, dues, postage, inventory. These are just some kind of common ones. Normally inventory appears way at the top, but most small businesses that I'm aware of don't really do much with inventory. And this here, along the side here, this tells you a percent of your sales which are devoted to this expense. For example, in this case, this person has 11% of their sales are going to office supplies. So you can see how that's working out. Here's a waiver thing for my purposes when it comes to filling out your taxes. Here's your estimated IRS payments. And then let's see what else we got. Oh, and this is your amount due. This is just a rough idea, but this person in this case, they profited $1,500, and they would need to pay approximately $350 in taxes. They've deposited $500, so they got some money coming back most likely. Here's your furniture. You can keep track of prior year assets over here. Then your new stuff goes at the top here with an estimate of depreciation. Here's your individual taxes right here. Again, all these percents for how it breaks out to your business. You can put in your capital gains if you've sold stock. Here's your W-2 income, and here's the federal withholdings that you can enter off your W-2 sheet. And this will give you a rough idea of the amount of your taxable income. For example, had this person made $50,000 in capital gains, and they'd have a taxable income of about $46,000, and they would owe about $6,000 in taxes. That's after the W-2 withholdings and after the business stuff. So now that's just a loose estimate for your purposes. But sometimes it's handy. And here's how this person's money came in. They had positive gifts. But it's represented as a negative number in this case. They received $22,000 in gifts. And then they paid out money in all these locations. Got retirement. Here's money going out. But this can kind of give you an idea of how much money you need to cover all your personal expenses, as much as you care about that. For the car here, we got the starting odometer reading followed by the ending odometer reading from whenever you purchase or the start of the year to the end of the year. So you got to wait till the end of the year to update that. The year, make, model of the car, a detail of your business miles. You can get something from Office Depot for like $2. It'll require about 5 hours of tedious ledger entry to do what the IRS wants you to do for the car, but this will at least get you started for loose estimates. This is the cost to purchase the car, cost or basis of the car. In this case, I had 2 cars, so I got another one here. And then here's the rent or whatever, and just how many months was I in this location. I got some notes as to how much I expect the KB and the Concast to be each month. Total square footage and business use square footage. And that comes out to a percent down here. So if I say 800, whoops. If I do 800, then it changes to 100%. If I do 5, every time I press enter, it goes somewhere crazy. If I do 560 like I did before, then it goes to 70%. So that's that. Then over here, you got the budgets. This information you can just enter whatever you want. I just got an example up here, and then it changes by date. So if I change this date to January 31st, then this person who sold $6,800 in sales, they are ahead of their $60,000 yearly budget. But if I put it through February, then they're a little bit behind. So you can kind of see how that works. And then again, this is a percent of total sales over here. So that's all that. Let's see if there's anything else kind of useful on this page. Put in the reasons for your business miles if I did before, but I mean some general business mile like for shopping. Office supplies and stuff, that is common and expected. And then if you have a client or a special purpose that runs you a whole lot of miles all at once, then go ahead and detail that out. You got these little tabs here that you can use to click around as much as you desire. You don't have to use these, but they allow you to quickly click to different pages. And then these tabs, I'll try to link these to the YouTube videos I'm about to put up, and this one will take you to my Facebook page. And hopefully that will take care of it. But the amount of time I estimate per month, the amount of time it takes, I'm not going to tell you, but it doesn't take me very long at all. It probably won't take you that long either. Now, if you got a lot of personal expenses, like since I don't really track my I don't use this to track my personal expenses. I might just say $1,500 personal expenses, whatever it takes to make this little dash number turn into a 0 at the end of the month. But always detail out the way that money comes in. Detail out the way that money comes in, and then if the way it's going out is for no business purpose and you don't care about tracking your own budget, or breaking it down into these little categories here or similar, then you can just write personal and just take care of everything quickly. If that helps. I hope that's not too much. It's really about the minimum. Unfortunately, it's about the minimum that's required to satisfy the needs of the IRS, and frankly, they probably want a lot more detail. But just keep your receipts, keep your statements. And this will get you the numbers for tax preparation. the main thing that they'd want more detail on is the car. They really want you to write down each individual trip you take. But for this stuff, this is actually quite accurate. And sometimes if you got like maybe on your bank statement, you went to Amazon and you paid $270, and $200 of that was for computers, and then $70 of that was for office supplies, we'll enter it as 200 and then 70, like so, like that, and it'd be Amazon, computers, office supplies. So that's how you can break when you pay for something. And if you do that, that's really what the IRS wants. And you got all your statements, you keep your receipts, and everything's backed up, so you're good to go. And then you got this little history that will help you, and this budgeting that will help you quite a lot. So that's all I can think of. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, BarnetteCPA.